It is 102 on the dot. Good afternoon. मैं हूँ श्रुति आपके साथ right here on #trending. And like I told you, I have a special guest in the studio today. इनको fondly I have been calling battery के doctor because इनका नाम है Dr. Shaheen Awasthi. Thank you so much for joining us. He is the business unit manager, battery business UAE के leading distributor AMAP की तरफ से. Thank you so much once again for being here with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, should I call you battery ke doctor?
Can, definitely.
So, of course, if you have any questions related to battery, because he is actually a PhD when it comes to power solutions, and he did this from France. He has been in this industry and an expert of the matter for the last 30 years. And today we have the privilege of hosting him here on the show. So, अगर battery, आपकी car, आपकी गाड़ी के बारे में कोई भी सवाल आपके हैं, you can send it to us on 6889. Hit us up. Let us know what you want to ask Dr. Shaheen Awasthi, and we will make that happen for you. But starting, of course, with a few questions that we have for you as well. सबसे पहला, of course, with UAE being one of those places जो कि hottest होते हैं on earth. With temperature rising, what are the common battery-related issues that we tend to face over here?
Wonderful. A very, very relevant question. And it's very, very, I would say, relevant with this particular topic. I would like to slightly rewind on this or to rephrase this question. Generally, the Gulf is considered to be one of the harshest climates for automotive batteries worldwide.
Okay.
There are two things which influence badly a battery. One is the cold and one is the heat. Cold when you go down to like -18 in cold countries, and the heat which are extremities here. However, batteries are designed to work even up to a temperature of 70 degrees Celsius. So you can imagine, I mean, the temperature under a car bonnet can go up to 70 degrees when outside is 50 degrees Celsius. So batteries are well designed for these particular conditions. Where your problem occurs is not by the battery itself. It occurs by your driving conditions, which are influenced by the temperature. For example, now the heat is too much. So you will have more air conditioning running in your car all the time.
Correct.
This increases the load on the battery.
Correct.
So what happens over a period of time, certain habits that we have is what affects the life of your battery.
Okay.
Keeping the AC running all the time, not switching off the AC when you're going into the supermarket, you're afraid your car's going to get cold. So very clearly, one thing which all the listeners must understand, and which is a myth, if your car is on idle, your battery does not charge.
Okay.
Your battery only charges when you're moving over 2000 RPM.
Okay.
And at least 16 kilometers to recover the amount of energy lost when you start your car.
Okay.
So that's the critical
So
thing.
while you are standing and if the car is running, that's actually not helping the battery.
No, it's not helping. Most people have a myth, I'll start my engine, it'll charge the car. No. Because a battery is an SLI. It's called a starter lightning ignition. Its purpose is to crank your engine and to give certain supplies. But the battery needs to be charged by alternator. Now the alternator gets fully functional when you exceed a certain amount of rotations per minute. The rest of the time the alternator is supplying all the electricity your car needs, your air conditioning, your radio, your GPSs, and today I don't have to tell you how many electronics are built in a car.
Correct.
So technically your battery doesn't get the supply, so it depletes.
So, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, that 2000 RPM is not reached also until you say hit 100 or something at the speed, right?
Wonderful. It is two aspects altogether.
Right.
Generally 2000 RPMs, it depends on a particular car. If you have a higher CC car, for example a 6000 CC car, that particular car will have an idling even at 1500, 1000 also it can reach 120 kilometers per hour.
Correct.
Cars generally with lower CC engines, they rev at higher RPMs for that particular matter. Why is this question relevant? Is because it takes you to another point.
Yeah.
Traffic jams.
Okay.
Mostly
yeah.
when you're stuck in traffic jams, your start and stop, each signal to another signal, your car doesn't get enough time to really charge the battery.
Correct.
So if you're staying in a busy city, you will find your battery life is much more lower as compared to people who are staying far away.
Correct.
For instance, you're staying in Abu Dhabi or you're staying 100 kilometers away from your office, your battery life will be much more healthier. It'll last much more longer.
Okay. And talking about batteries that are the most loved in the UAE, you said Solite is like the number one ranked battery in the UAE.
True.
Tell us more about that. Why is it so different from the others?
Okay. I would put this in one perspective. The Gulf customers are very smart.
Okay.
And they are intelligent and well educated. and they know over a period of time what choices they make. Solite has been here for over 2 decades. Solite is manufactured by Hyundai Sangwoo, which is a Korean company, and it's an OEM battery, which means it's used in mostly genuine vehicles in Korea. So these particular batteries were introduced here almost 2 decades ago.
Okay.
And over 2 decades, with thousands of batteries coming in this market,
Right.
they choose Solite as a number 1 battery because of its reliability, its life, its multiple product portfolio which fits every particular vehicle. So definitely Solite has come up as a number 1 battery, but the customer usage.
And today we're talking about all things battery, and it is important for us to know because हम सब गाड़ियों में होते हैं यार. अभी भी आप कहाँ सुन रहे हो? मुझे कार में सुन रहे हो. You want to make sure that your car is healthy, and that is why today we have this conversation. I have a very interesting question. I think I should start with this. ये सवाल जो है हमें पहुँचाया है हमारे 6889 पे. That can you fit a big battery in a small car? डॉक्टर साहब क्या कहना है आपका?
Okay, very, very interesting question. Generally, most people feel fitting a big battery in a small car will give a much more better life in the battery. I would say this is not accurate. You see, generally, all batteries in your car are coming in certain ways. Like all the cars are 12-volt batteries. So 12 volt, and then you have an ampere, 60 ampere, 50 ampere, 70 ampere, 80 ampere. The ampere is exactly correlated to your alternator. Now, when your car runs, the battery first cranks your engine, and then after that, your battery is being charged through the alternator. Now, depending on your battery ampere, it should be the same ampere as your alternator. Now, what would happen if you put a bigger battery? Suppose you put a 70 ampere battery, your car is just giving 60 amperes. So what's going to happen is going to take a long time for your battery to charge. Similarly, if you're going to put a smaller battery, it'll overcharge.
Okay.
Because it's getting more amperes than required.
Correct.
Think of it that you're using an iPhone, which is the latest model, with the older charger. It'll take a long time to charge.
Correct.
So over a period of time, you'll have cases of battery discharge or battery overcharge.
Okay.
So it's always the best idea is to go as per the amperes mentioned by a manufacturer in your car. Only in case if the car is really, really old, you're talking about a 10-year-old car, you can go a couple of amperes higher for that particular matter. But I would never recommend putting a higher ampere battery or a lower ampere battery, which is not as per your specifications for your vehicle.
Makes sense. Doctor, in fact, we were talking about a little something called car battery, and it has to be fully charged or something. So what exactly is the proper fully charged battery like?
With a very, very interesting question, and I want listeners to really pay attention to this because this is a myth among people which most of them are not clear about. You see, whenever you see a battery, you will find it'll be mentioned 12 volt, 60 ampere, 12 volt, 70 ampere, etc. But it starts 12 volt. Now, what is the relevance of this 12 volt? When you go down to a mechanic, please make sure before you fit a battery in your car that your battery, what is your battery voltage? Most of the mechanics think 12 volt means at 12 volt the battery is 100% charge.
Correct.
This is totally incorrect.
Oh.
100% charge of a battery is between 12.65 to 12.71. At 12 volts, your car will start, but your battery will not last more than a couple of months more.
So in the matter of like what, just points, decibel, things
Absolutely.
will change
Absolutely.
completely.
A fully charged battery is 12.65 to 12.71. I would say at 12 volts, we practically consider the battery practically dead. Yes, it will crank your car, but cranking is not enough. Your car battery should last longer to sustain the power supply, to go through the cycles of charge and discharge.
Okay.
The battery does not. It undergoes a case of sulfation, which is a technical term where we say more sulfates are deposited, which means its life depreciates.
Okay.
So please, whenever you're getting a battery fitted in a vehicle, ask the mechanic to take a voltmeter and to show you how much of OCV or what is the voltage of the battery. If it is less than 12.6, please do not accept the battery.
Okay. So thumb rule 12.6 or 12.71.
12.7, 12.65 in this range, yes, the battery is going to give you a long life.
Best.
But if you're going to go on lower, you're already starting at a lower capacity, which means you're not going to get that kind of a mileage from a battery.
Right. Okay, talking about battery and the indicators, what are the early signs that we can pay attention to understand if the battery is weakening anytime in the future or it's already there?
Wonderful. First and foremost thing, a standard battery lasts about a year and a half. In the Gulf climates,
Okay.
here the life of a battery is much more lower as compared to the rest of the parts of the world. And the reason being is, of course, as we understood, is heat, but also its driving conditions.
Correct.
I would suggest that if you are not having a longer driving distance, like your home is about 15-20 kilometers from your office place, and you are going through a lot of traffic signals, it's better for you to get your battery checked at least once in 6 months.
Okay.
So you know exactly what's the status of a battery. Imagine a condition at 48 degree temperature. You are stuck at the side of a road in this blistering heat.
Yeah.
Neither you can sit in the car, it's too hot, neither you can stand outside.
Yeah.
And by the time you get any help, it's going to take you at least an hour. So that's a long time. You don't want your kids, you don't want yourself to go through this. So get a battery check done every 6 months, and always make sure, as you said, there are certain indicators. Yes, one of the indicator is when you start having the issues of a cranking. Normally a car should crank quickly. In less than 2 seconds.
Okay.
So you just do kruk, 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 and boom, your car starts. But then when you start having lagging, like kar, 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 kar,
It's
and after
coughing
one
for
or
too
two-
long.
Yeah, coughing. And it takes about 2 or 3 cranks to start. Please understand your battery is practically finished.
Okay.
The best thing is, battery is a distress purchase item. So don't wait to be in distress. Go immediately and get your battery replaced.
Okay. In fact, talking about the best one in the market, that is Solite battery. Tell us, why should drivers choose Solite battery as compared to anything else?
A very good question again. Okay. Thanks for asking this, Shruti. We are all drivers. We have been driving for years together. All of us have come through a situation where we have had breakdown.
Right.
Now, breakdown, whenever you go to buy a battery, most people don't really understand the difference between one battery and other battery. They think all the batteries are same. Why do you choose Solite? What do you really want in a battery? You want a better life.
Correct.
You want a reliability. You want your value for money. You want a strong company with a fantastic service backup, which can take care of you. You want a service number where you could call up and ask that I have this particular problem, what should be done? AMAP is the only company which has an in-house laboratory
Okay.
and a QC center, which none of the others have in the Middle East,
Wow.
where we check every battery before it's sent out.
Okay.
So first of all, you have thorough reliability, which
Which is very important.
Very important. Second, manufactured by a world-renowned manufacturer. It's a OEM battery, which means what we call as Asli battery in
Acha.
our language.
Okay.
Third and most important, you have a strong backup, a service backup in behind. And the most important thing is competitive pricing.
Right.
Despite all these qualities, Solite is not the most expensive battery in the market. It's competitively priced, so everyone can enjoy this product.
Fantastic. Okay, so doctor, we have a few questions. I'm going to quickly shoot them towards you. सबसे पहला ये सवाल है, which is probably a debate that a lot of people have, that older times में people would shut everything off before they get out of their cars. Nowadays people are like, अरे ये तो नई ज़माने की गाड़ी है, इसमें कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. You can always leave the AC or anything else like a radio on and just switch off your car. Which is the better way, safer way, or is there a right or wrong in this?
Very interesting question, and thank you for the listener who put this across, because this will take us to our topic about battery life. You see, modern cars are packed with electronics.
Right.
What did you have in the olden days? You had a radio at the max, that's it. And one antenna which used to go up and down, that was a motor. But in modern days, you have GPSs, you are having your phones being charged, you have infotainment systems, you have thousands and thousands of electronics which are really pumped into that particular vehicle. Now, what happens is, in battery terms, we call it load. Load means all this extra electronics, they put a load on your battery.
Correct.
So whenever you are not shutting off your car, the older practice was the best.
Oh.
When you stop your car, you shut off your engine, you switch it off, you move out, that's it. But today what happens is, guys don't want to shut off the engine because it's very hot. The car gets heated up very fast. So let me just do a quick run to the supermarket, pick up a bottle of juice or anything, come back, let my car keep on running. Now, this is not a correct practice, because as long as your car is idling, your battery is not getting its charge, because the alternator is totally dedicated to the loads.
Right.
The alternator will work on a full capacity only when the car is in motion.
Correct.
So that's the reason why your battery starts dying out.
Okay.
So God forbid, you could have a case where your car would not start afterwards.
Oh my God. Okay. So talking about the lifespan of a battery, how can we know what exactly is, the lifespan of a car battery?
Absolutely. See, lifespan for battery depends on many factors. Number one factor, as I mentioned you earlier, make sure that you buy a battery at its full OCV, which is
12.65 to 7.
12.65. This will give you a much more better life.
Yeah.
If you're already going to buy a battery which is at 50% of its charge, obviously it is not going to last that particular time.
Correct.
Number two is your driving habits. As I mentioned, make sure your car, if you are in a traffic light or of course you cannot avoid switching off your engine. It's hot. This is an unavoidable factor. But when you're driving or others, make sure that whenever not required, switch off the unnecessary equipment.
Correct.
Second thing is, when it comes down to your car, make sure when you're getting off the car, okay, nowadays most of the cars have an automatic system where your headlights are switched off and others. But there's still many cars you forget to switch off your headlights.
Correct.
The headlights being on all night will totally kill your battery. So normally if you take all these things into consideration, a decent battery should last you between 1.5 to 2 years on a car which is approximately 5 to 6 years old.
Okay.
The age of a car also has a lot of factors to depend on it.
Correct.
So also ensure that you're buying a quality product which is certified by a proper quality company like Solite or others. So here you know you're buying a quality product which does stick to the specifications which are mentioned by the manufacturer.
Correct.
So you can get a better life.
So indicator देने से तो बैटरी नहीं जाती है.
नहीं, indicators नहीं जाती है. If
मतलब,
you leave an indicator all night.
No, not online. When you are leaving a lane, people are not giving indicators these days. So should it be something that they should practice?
That's the wrong practice. If you have to use the indicators, and of course it takes a very minuscule amount of charge. And when your car's in motion anyway, the alternator is taking care of all these things.
So please battery mat bachao. Next time lane change karte time indicator do. I do have one more question. I think Sneha sent this out. About your car battery. Can a car battery die while you are driving?
Very relevant question. Yes, a car battery can die while you're driving.
Okay.
And there are many factors for it. You see, the car battery's function is not just starting the car. That's why we say starter, lightning, ignition. But now over a period of time, the battery has evolved. Just going back, for about, the battery is over 160 years since it was first discovered. The real innovation started happening in the battery industry for the last 25 years only.
Okay.
Now, with the big demands in the car, power, all these things, electronics, GPS systems, ECU units, computers, all that, the battery's job is also to provide additional power to the vehicle. So even when you go home and you switch off your engine, your battery is still being slightly drained by the auxiliary functions in your car.
Okay.
That's why you see a light flashing. It has its memory.
Oh,
Other
yeah.
things have been backed up.
Correct.
So yes, batteries are still required.
Right.
So coming back to the question which she asked, yes, there are instances where the battery can die even when you're driving your car.
Okay.
And if this happens, your car will come to a halt.
Oh, and what if it's at a very high speed?
At a high speed, at a high speed, it will not happen. Generally, what happens
Jab
is
धीरे
you are driving your car.
Yeah.
You are driving your car. You stop at a traffic signal.
Correct. And it
then
may not
you
start.
are going to start, and then your car
doesn't start again.
Yes,
okay.
This is the thing.
Okay, understood. All right, so I think we are done with the questions that we had received. I have a very fun game for you now. It's red flag, green flag when it comes to battery. Okay? So the first question for you is leaving your car headlights on overnight.
Red flag.
Getting your car battery checked during regular service.
Green flag.
Ignoring slow engine cranking in the morning.
Again, ignoring low, this, as I mentioned, this is an issue. It's a red flag, definitely.
I mean, खास रही है गाड़ी check करवा लो डॉक्टर के पास लेके जाओ.
It is.
Replacing an old battery before it completely fails.
It's a green flag.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. Using a battery designed for high temperature climates.
It's a green flag.
Leaving the car unused for several weeks without starting it.
Red flag.
How many weeks would you say we should? It should be okay.
Again, it's an open question because it depends upon, number one, what kind of a car you're driving. If it's a car, as I mentioned, which is going to be attached with many systems, like high-end cars,
right,
the battery drainage should be much more faster.
Okay. And last,
but 1 month, I would say,
is
one
okay.
month is okay.
Yeah.
If your car battery was at good condition when you park your car.
Okay. Because generally people go for their summer vacations and breaks. So how much should they be worrying about it as they go, right? Okay. And last one, regular long drives that keeps the battery charged.
This is a green flag.
Okay, so go for those long drive, guys. It is actually good for you and for your car health as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Awasthi. It was a pleasure.
My pleasure, Shruti. It's really my pleasure to be on your show. And I must say, I'm really honored and privileged. I've been a fan of this channel for the last 27 years.
Oh, wow.
So you can imagine it's my dream come true to be on your channel.
Thank you so much. A pleasure is, well received, and it's all ours. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.